All right, so here we are sitting on the milk crate. This is a little bit further into the Cuyuna goldwing, canard goldwing. I can't say that a bunch because I'm an idiot. But I ordered another stator for it because the one that I had a wire that was mushed in between the fan housing and the engine block itself. Maybe I can take some video of that and splice that in at some point. But so we're going to test this so that you know if your stator is good. I'll show you how to do it. Now normally these wires are together with a spade, with a female spade end on it. I already clipped those off before I thought I should, hey, make a video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strip these wires so that way I got a little bit of metal showing, a little copper out there. We're going to do an ohms resistance test. And in case you're in a hurry, the ohms resistance test values are 1.5 for this coil and 2.5 for this coil. This is a Bosch 120 watt exciter coil. This is a Bosch 30 watt exciter coil. So if you're looking up these parts online, you can, maybe be a little more descriptive and actually find one. Alright, so now that we got all four to do here, it seems to be a common problem with these is the primary coil here fries out. And how you tell is you do an ohms resistance test. So this is your ohm symbol, the omega symbol. Drop it down to 200. And then it really don't matter which one you put on which one, but manual says put the yellow with the black wire on your red probe and the solid on your black probe. So let it settle. This one's reading 0.07 ohms resistance, and that's literally half of what it should be. It should be at 1.5. This is at 0.7. Coil's bad. You look at the secondary, the charge coil. So your secondary charge coil, this one right here, there's these green wires. So you just run this one to that one, this one to the solid, and it's supposed to be at 2.5. This is at 3.1, which it's probably still good. It's not terribly off, but it's only supposed to be off plus or minus 10%. So 2.5 should be the upper limit, but I would just venture to guess, say this one's probably okay. Probably work. Anyway, so the manual says 1.5 ohms resistance for the primary, 2.5 ohms resistance for the secondary charge coil. These are points. I don't know if you guys are familiar with them, but you have to set your points once the flywheel is on there. There is a little catch that goes through here, and it breaks contact on these as it trips by. So as that little nub goes by, it hits that. And since there are two cylinders that fire opposed, you have two different points, which means you have two different fire points that trigger these as well. Oh, sorry, you have one trigger point that goes around and fires both of these, but for one for each cylinder. So that way you can get 2 sparks per rotation. That's it, man. Make sure you clean these off with fine sandpaper right in between here. That's usually a big problem with these points, is they get corroded and then they don't make good contact. The other thing is make sure that your adjustment is the same on both sides and correct, so that way when the trigger comes around, it opens the point far enough to break contact. That's that. Oh, condensers. These are your condensers. And there's a whole process. You have to take this solder off if you want to test this condenser. So I'm not doing that in this video.